Today I will share my past experience of doing the online residency online and offline. So this one, the first one I want to share to you is I do a RN residency program in Tokyo in 2017. So it's like at that time there's no pandemic, so I visit like physically, and it's like a very special area because how to say, there's no it's like a group of artists or creators or curators. They kind of live in the same area, and they each of them, they have like their own space, or because for example they have the co-working spaces like a group of artists share, and they have like their photography studio, or they like a coffee shop owner, but they are actually, they have a band, something like this. And for example, like there are some of them are designers, and they organize a hostel, or curators, they organize their art library. And like, so this kind of group people, they stay in the same area, and they kind of organize an RN residency program. So that's why I visit there. And for me, it's kind of very special experience, because I stay there for the host. Okay, the host space is a ship studio, and the host artist is called Yozo. So he is an artist, and he kind of organized his places as his own studio, but also he at the same time, like his studio, like on this photo, is like a hostel. So he also hosts like some other travelers from other countries. And yeah, so I visit there for 1 month and making some artworks. So for me, like this kind of residency is like you have, for me, this like the difficulty for me is like the limited of time. So although I go there for 1 month, but I always feel like it's so short to exploring the cities, or to making artworks, or to meet people there. So I show you some like photos. I make an exhibition in the room. Like I stay, it is my studio, the studio I stay, but it's my studio for work. And so finally I make an exhibition in the place I live every day. And so at that time I visit there, and like they will do some like something like dinner or party, and we can also have I can also have a chance to like do a collaboration with the factory in the local area, because that area is a place full of lots of old factories. They do some like, for example, like casting or bronze, something like this, or sculptures. Yeah. And okay, and there's one there's like a kind of the sublaser, like his, I would say his role is quite special, because he's kind of always find some old houses, and he kind of rent it and to renovate it, and to sublet it to sublease to the other people. So it's like kind of, how to say, kind of for me, it's like kind of project producer as well, like a project coordinator. Yeah. So I can, okay, so I can show you some okay, so for me, the other physical residency program for me is like the other two cases, like the cases do AR program in 18th Street Art Center in LA, or like doing something like field research in the Ulaanbaatar. For me, these two cases like have a similar problem, like no longer how I, no matter how long I stay that places, I always feel like too short to explore. And okay, so my second cases is like I also have a chance to attend the online residency program in the 2000. So this program is organized by the Jane Thompson Art Center and Hongga Museum from Bangkok and Taiwan. And the program called Challenge Time Online Exchange Residency Research Residency Program between Taiwan and Thailand and Taiwan. So it's like a 3 months residency, and like we have let me check, like for like 8 artists from both sides. And like we, in these 3 months, I think we do around 3 group online meetings, like, and each meeting is like kind of 4 to 5 hours. I think it's quite a long meeting because a lot of people share our project. And like we have like a chance to do a one tutorial. It's like they will find an advisor, like curators or the other expert from like special field to kind of to do a talk with you, like. And like the other things is like we do a email or we do like WeChat discussions, like a private message discussion. Yeah. And so the final, we have a final presentation, and this residency program, we don't need to have a we don't need to make the real artwork, but we just kind of do a research, and we don't need to finish it during these 3 months. So the final presentation, like we just do a group live stream presentation to share our experience and to share our experience. And the final presentation, they kind of make it like one pre-record video and one live stream presentation. The pre-record video is like the discussion with the tutor, with the advisor in the so for me it's like a very special, because I think I feel it's quite efficiency to do an online residency program. But like for example, my research project is about the mobile vendor in the Bangkok. So it's really hard to for me to explore more. The only thing I can check is like through the online or through the Instagram to find some photos or find some news online. But it's hard for me to really go into the real social network to understand them more. And like what I do is to make a survey, the online survey, and the project coordinator, she helped me to deliver that to like people she knows. So like this, for me, it's like very limited experience and to approach the locals. Yeah. And like for me, like it's really interesting because like how to say, like we are kind of actually during this experience, I feel we are really very dependent to each other. We really rely on each other to no matter to do the research or to do the exploring or to help you or to kind of replace you to experience the other city or the other country. Yeah. And okay, and this one, so this the third case is like currently I kind of help to co-host the online art in residency program is in Taiwan. Yeah, so actually the organizer is Nusantara Archive. It's like a online, it's a website, and there's a lot of like articles about the Nusantara's cultures and the concept of Nusantaras. Yeah, so this program called Twinning Archipelago 2021, and this online residency project, like the director is Ricky, and he kind of invite 4 group of artists to do the virtual residency during the 3 to 4 months. But someone might develop their project based on the project they did before. So 3 to 4 months, each group of artists, they need to make their own artworks. So this artworks is like something like podcasting or booklet or video or website page. Like basically they are really kind of easy to present in a website, or ready to it's not like an installation. You need to like a very physical things, but like the podcast, like some the things they produce is like for me it's kind of immaterial things. Yeah, so in this project we actually we have 4 group of artists, but like like Kwebi or Lololo or Pantaiming, actually they are based in Taipei. So it's really easy for us to kind of contact them, or to actually we have like some meetings, but we can like meet to each other face to face. And the only group in the only group aboard is Iwanti and Tida. They are based in Indonesia, and they do their project is to do like the video. So they always outside and to like do the filming things. So it's really hard for us to kind of help them to develop their project. So Ricky, he kind of have a researcher. So the researcher, he can speak in Indonesian, so he can kind of help them to do a research, like to do a research in from Taiwan side. And okay, so yeah, so during this program, we have like we organize 2 closed door open studio, like for groups, like everyone meet in a Zoom meeting, and we can kind of share their project. And like we also invited some tutors or some curators aboard or in Taiwan, and they will attend and to help to give some like a suggestion or to share their opinions. Yeah, so the final presentation, however, it is kind of we tend to do it actually. It's not happened yet. It's happened this week. We do it offline in the real space in Taipei. And then we also organize one kind of special screening for Iwantida. They will have like online screening and have like a kind of discussion with Xiaobing. Yeah. And so for me, this is like kind of residency, not it's not for artists to explore or to experience the AR program, but it's like for artists to make their work, and like kind of, for me, it's really intensive actually to finish their work in 3 to 4 months. And for me, like the difficulty of organize this kind of program is actually I feel we face with the language problem, because we need to have a conversation in English, but actually like when people are exploring their project or making their project, it's really hard to use the second language to how to say to how to say to express yourself very well and to express your project very well. Yeah. So for me, like in this project, I'm thinking like about the concept of platform and places, because for me, like if this is a AR program, like we need to have like a parallel connection between artists and artists, but like it's really hard to have this kind of really hard to get to know each other, to help artists to get to know each other well, and to have like a more exchange their thoughts and and gathering together. So basically my presentation is like this, and I can show you some photos. Okay. Oh, wait. You can see my so can you see my website page? Yes. Okay. So this one is like a Nusantara archive. Basically, it's the website, and there are a lot of articles. And when the after I think it's 21st November 21st, like artists will present their artwork online. So yeah, so this is not an online exhibition, but like just kind of show their work online. And for example, like Kui Bi, she make like a podcast. So here is her result. And also I show you some like this one and this one, and not this one. Like this is like a library in the Sumidaku in the Tokyo, like a curator. She kind of collaborate with an artist, local artist, and they renovated the spaces, old houses, and to turn into an art library. Yeah. So like this kind of experience is really hard, like to to invent or to reproduce, remake in a virtual situation. Okay. Okay, I think my presentation is like this. Do you have any questions?